The vice president of OSU Cascades has been approved as the interim president of Oregon State University, making her the first woman to lead the school. Max Goldwasser is live on the Bend campus right now with Dr. Becky Johnson. Max?
And Lee, that was made official just moments ago. Dr. Johnson, you begin your term as interim president on May 1st. What is needed in this position right now, and how do you plan on meeting those needs?
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge for sure. We've just gone through a presidential transition that has caused a little bit of distrust in university leadership. And so my first goal is to try to regain that trust and to get back to the strength of Oregon State University. You know, we have incredible faculty, staff, and students, and we need to get our focus back on education, research, and outreach.
How do you plan on gaining back the trust of those students and faculty while the university is in such a delicate state at the moment?
Yeah, a lot of it depends on establishing relationships and really getting out and listening to people and understanding what their challenges are. And of course, all this is made more difficult in COVID, right? Because we're not face to face, but we'll have to do it that way. And we really believe in shared governance with our faculty and staff and students. And so we got to make sure we're inclusive in our decision making. And
as of now, this is an interim position, but looking ahead, do you hope that this goes from a temporary to a permanent role for you at the university?
Yeah, well, I'm saying never say never, because when I came here, I thought it was going to be temporary, and 12 years later, I'm still here. But the goal is to make this a temporary position. I do have the right to come back here as a faculty member, which I may be interested in doing, but I'm going to wait till I get to the end of this position before I think about those things.
So if it wasn't your goal to make this a permanent position down the line, why was it so important to you to fill this role for just a year?
Yeah, well, I've been at Oregon State University for a long time. I have a real commitment to this institution, and we needed someone who had leadership experience at this campus level, right? I understand that OSU Cascades is much smaller, but it's still, you have to do the fundraising, you have to do the legislative affairs, and so I feel like I've had the kind of experience that can help us through this transition.
Will you be moving to Corvallis?
I will be moving to Corvallis and living in the president's residence. I lived there for 25 years before. It's a beautiful city, and you know, I'm looking forward to it, but I'm definitely moving back to Bend after it's over.
And you're not going to leave the house here in Bend, right? It's going to stay put, as you're saying.
It's going to stay put, yeah.
There we go. So a change of scenery with the change of positions.
Yes.
For Dr. Johnson. Thanks so much for joining us here. Again, she's the former vice president of OSU Cascades and now interim president of Oregon State University.